Bobsleigh or bobsled is a team winter sport that involves making timed runs down narrow, twisting, banked, ice tracks in a gravity-powered sleigh. International bobsleigh competitions are governed by the International Bobsleigh and Skeleton Federation, also known as FIBT from the French Fédération Internationale de Bobsleigh et de Tobogganing. National competitions are often governed by bodies such as the United States Bobsled and Skeleton Federation, Bobsleigh Canada Skeleton, and the German Bobsleigh, Luge, and Skeleton Federation. The first bobsleds were built in the late 19th century in St. Moritz, Switzerland, by wealthy tourists from Victorian Britain who were staying at the Palace Hotel owned by Caspar Baudret. The early sleds were adapted from boys' delivery sleds and toboggans. These eventually evolved into bobsleighs, luges and skeletons. Initially, the tourists would race their hand-built contraptions down the narrow streets of St. Moritz. However, as collisions increased, growing opposition from St. Moritz residents led to bobsledding being eventually banned from public highways. In the winter of 1884, Baudret had a purpose-built run constructed near the hamlet of Cresta. The Cresta Run remains the oldest in the world and is the home of the St. Moritz Tobogganing Club. It has hosted 2 Olympic Winter Games and as of 2022 was still in use. Modern bobsleigh teams compete to complete a downhill route in the fastest times. An aggregate time from several runs is used to determine the winners. The 4-man event has been featured since the first Winter Games in 1924 in Chamonix, France. The only exception was the 1960 Games in Squaw Valley when the organizing committee decided not to build a track to reduce costs. The 2-man event was introduced at the 1932 Games and a 2-woman event was first contested at the 2002 Winter Olympics. The women's monobob event was introduced in the 2022 Games.